All right, we're back on Morning Line. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday. Josh Horn with us from Social Security. As it is the case, we wait till near the end of the show and then the calls start rolling in. So let's get to as many as we can, help as many folks. Lines open if you want to jump in. Questions about Social Security. And let's go to Bessie. Hi, Bessie.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How can we help you?
I have a family member that has been trying to get on Social Security for several years. The person is 50 years old. He's had back surgery. He worked in the car industry for years, and he obtained this back injury while working. But he cannot get Social Security, and he's 6'10". He can't move around.
Wow.
And what is his next step if he cannot afford a lawyer?
Wait, what industry was he in?
The car industry. He worked at the Chrysler factory for years.
Okay. And he's applied by himself all this time and keeps getting rejected?
Right.
Has he gone through the appeals process? Has he done everything and now he's back to ground zero?
He's back to ground zero.
Okay. Well, I mean, first things first, she said if he can't afford an attorney, and why don't you address that for her?
Yeah, we kind of mentioned that the attorneys don't get paid unless the benefits are approved. And then they also only get paid out of the retroactive benefits.
So he doesn't have to have any money, and he goes to the attorney. They'll look at his case, decide, obviously from their perspective, if they think he has a shot, and then they'll take him on, and he pays them nothing unless they get him money, in which case he'll get a little less than he would have if he did it all himself. They got to get paid, but it costs him nothing. It's called a contingency. All right, so I mean, that's one option. Any other suggestion?
Well,
I say maybe a lawyer, if he did it on his own and failed, why not try something new?
Then just make sure, follow up on your appeals process, even after the hearings level with the judge. You can also send it up for the appeals counsel. And a lot of people don't follow it through to the appeals counsel, but that's an option. And then after that, it is into the court system. But if you feel like you're disabled, that like we talked about the lawyer a little bit, but then also that make sure you're following up on the appeals process. This is probably the two biggest things.
Well, and that's the other side of it as we get back to the phone lines. But I mean, it's possible that he just doesn't meet the threshold of being 100% disabled. Regardless of whether you have a lawyer or something else, that's not going to get you a benefit. So it just depends how bad off he is. But she certainly made it sound like back problems can be enough. So there are a lot of good lawyers out there that make it clear they handle Social Security claims. You can go, get a referral, look in the phone book, and give it a call, but it doesn't cost him anything if they take the case. So keep that in mind. Let's go to Virginia. Hi, Virginia.
Good morning.
Good morning. How can we help you?
I have a question. When I applied for my Social Security, in the process of doing that, I had to bring in proof of marriage and divorce. I did not recollect for the life of me why she said I had to do that. Is there something that will affect my Social Security or something because I was married, or what? Do you know?
Yeah, sometimes are you talking about retirement or disability?
Retirement.
Retirement, yeah. Sometimes they're looking to see if you're eligible for any kind of other benefits on any other records, and so a lot of times that's kind of what they're looking for when they're looking to see the exact marriage dates. If you were married for at least 10 years to anyone, and that's usually the reason why they're asking for those kind of documents.
Oh, okay. I didn't know whether it affected his benefits as he retired or mine, because like I said, we are divorced.
Yeah,
sure.
Well, and sometimes it is. Sometimes it's a matter of kind of looking down to see if anybody anywhere is eligible for anything and trying to get everybody their maximum amount of benefits. And divorced spouses, a lot of times that's kind of what we're looking at, is to see if there was a 10 years involved there, and trying to get everybody as much as we can.
Thank you for your call, Virginia. You got to get to some more calls here, and we'll go to Barry. Barry, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Nick.
Hey, buddy.
Joshua, thank you for taking my call.
Sure.
Okay, listen, I got a question for you. I'm a 53-year-old man, and I've paid in over the books for over 30 years, and I've got emphysema, asthma, COPD, and real high anxiety. Is that any way that I can file for my disability over that?
Yeah, the short answer is yes. If you're not able to work and you've got those kind of conditions, I would, if you want to see if you're eligible, then I would definitely apply. That's really the only way to see. So yeah, I encourage you, if you feel like you're disabled, go ahead and do that.
How old are you, Barry?
I'm 53.
And you can't really work anymore?
Well, I can't even hardly walk to the mailbox.
Oh boy! And what about? And you have anxiety as well?
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, once I run out of breath, I mean, I just
Sure.
kind of freak out.
Oh, I don't blame you. COPD is scary. You feel like you're suffocating. Yeah, you know what? If you haven't applied, you should. Absolutely. The best way, just tell him. I mean, the best way for him to start is what? Just if he has access to a computer.
Most Americans, the easiest and most convenient way is to jump on a computer with internet access. It can be at the library, at your house, or at your family's house, and go to socialsecurity.gov and sign up for disability that way. You can type in all those conditions. You can put in every doctor that you see and type in it exactly like you want it. When you click that submit button, the next day it'll go over to the Social Security office. We'll pull it in, take a look at it, make sure everything's squared away, and then send it right over. That's really about the most efficient way to do it.
And that starts the process. And again, it doesn't happen overnight, but you stick with it. And that's the way to start it, Barry. And, absolutely with what he describes, he has nothing to lose, certainly, by going for this. And again, if you decide you can't handle it yourself, or, you think you need some extra legal help, lawyers, but they'll take a percentage of what you get when you get your benefits. So you keep that in mind. Let's go to Sandra. Hi, Sandra.
Hello.
Hey, how can we help you?
Okay, I'm a divorced widow, had 38 years of marriage, lost my state job when they downsized our department. I was 59 and a half at the time, and now I'm 62, and I have not been able to find a full-time job. I think I'm getting a little age discrimination on this. But anyway, I have called the Social Security, and they talk like you only get 1/2 of your spouse's Social Security. And also, they've told me that they would deduct my state retirement from Social Security. I've had 3 people tell me that. Is that true? Even though the state finance department told me that I had been paying Social Security taxes.
Which state?
State of Tennessee.
Yeah, with the state of Tennessee, there shouldn't be any kind of offset for regular Social Security retirement, because Social Security, state of Tennessee employees do pay into the Social Security program, so there shouldn't be any kind of offset from that. But yeah, I mean, at age 62, you can definitely draw.
How much is it? Half only?
Well, now when you look at spouses' benefits, if the spouse is still living, whether that's a divorced spouse or a current spouse, if they're still living, then what they do is the amount that they look at is half of their full retirement age amount, and then they deduct whatever yours is from that to see. So I mean, if you're going to draw $800 on your own and half your spouse's is $600, you're not going to be able to draw anything off of there. That's just kind of the way the program is set up. Now, when they pass away, those rules all change, because then you're looking at survivor benefits, and so that's something to take a look at too.
All right, and real quickly, one more call. James, go ahead, James.
I draw Social Security disability, and I was just wondering, is there a program where someone has told me where I can work like 15 or 20 hours per week?
Okay, yeah, real quick, we've just got a minute and a half.
For retirement benefits, under your full retirement age, the earnings limit is about $15,000. So if you're going to be under $15,000, there's no problem at all. If you think you're going to go over that, you want to call and give us an estimate so we won't overpay you.
But if it's just $15 or 15 hours a week, depending on the wage.
Depending on the wages, and yeah, you want to do the math there, and how far into the year you are. I mean, if you haven't worked all year and you're just now starting, you're probably not a problem at all.
Is he collecting? Did you say you're collecting disability?
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
my disability.
Yeah.
So disability then goes back to those 9 trial work months where you can make as much as you want to over a period of 9 months, and then after that it's a 36-month where the earnings limit's about $1,000. So if you're working 15 hours, what do you say, a week or
yeah.
Depending on how much you're getting per hour, it may or may not hit that $1,000
So if he can do it, if he
threshold.
stays under $1,000 a week, he can work. Mm-hmm. I mean, $1,000 is a month. I'm sorry.
$1,000 a month. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the answer is yeah. Does he have to fill out any forms or anything like that?
If you go back to work, I always encourage you to let us know, get a work report so that we know that you're working and that you've taken care of all your reporting requirements. But it shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. So if he goes and it's under $1,000 a month, I think you're clear. And if you decide, hey, I'm feeling better, I can do more of this, you can earn more in that 6 to 9 or 9 month period. See how it goes, and you're not going to lose your benefit. If you end up after 9 months, you go, I tried it, but I just don't feel good. You go back to the way you were.
Yep.
It's the way it is. Good call on that. I appreciate anyone like him, wanting to work, and I think most people do. It's just that they can't because of their condition. So take advantage of that, James. Go give it a try. Josh, as always, you
Pleasure.
are awesome. And just remind folks again the website. And is there a phone number they can call that you want to give out, or is it just basically the website?
Yeah, I mean the national 800 number, which is probably the quickest way to get into the phone lines, is 877. 1-800-772-1213.
772-1213. And then the Social Security website's the one you always talk about.
SocialSecurity.gov.
Just go on there.
Not .com.
Yeah, .gov, SocialSecurity.gov. Go on there. And again, there are a lot of people, especially older, that maybe aren't savvy on a computer or don't have one. And I still understand that. That's fine. But you have people that have them that will help you, or go to the library and they'll walk you through it. So, Josh, thanks again, as always. Great information. Really appreciate seeing you. Have a happy holiday. All right?
You too. See you guys
Folks,
later.
I'll be back. Programming Note about tomorrow right after this. Stay with us.